大家好, welcome to Radical Lesson 6. Today we're going to investigate the radical 火, fire, 王, king, but actually disguised, 玉, jade, and 日, the sun. If you find the lesson useful, please do give me a thumbs up and share it with family and friends. Have fun making new discoveries. 我们先来复习先来认一认. You know the drill now, so detect the radical and match the words with the picture. Take your time, and now I will reveal the answer. 一，我们有 we have 盐 radical. Okay, this is how 盐 looks like. This is how 盐 appears in a character. So we know 言 speech related. So it could be B or D. Okay. Some of you may even recognize this word, but let's just focus on the radical first. So 女 female. In this case, we're gonna go for B, the sister. So in this case, E probably is D. What are they doing? They're talking to each other. 说话然后姐姐。三三，我们看到这个是什么呢？是竹bamboo. Okay, this is bamboo. So this is not bamboo, but bamboo related. So it's not A, it's C. It's chopsticks. And this is a good example of part of the character gives you the meaning and part of the character gives you the sound. So this is the character 快, like fast. Now when you add the bamboo radical on top of it, it becomes chopsticks, but it still sounds like 筷子, like 快. Okay? 当当当当，我们一起来看今天的偏旁部首。那第一个就是我们的火fire. Does this look like fire? Yes. And does it also look like? And then the radical form. We actually have quite a few. One, 火, just like the 火. And then the other one is where the 火 appears as 4 dots at the bottom of the character. Okay, so this one, 火字旁, usually appears on the side. And this one, 四点底, usually appears at the bottom of a character. Okay, so examples are 燃烧, to burn. So you see lots of fire, right? And 大热天, like really hot days. 大热天, so hot, 热。灭火灭火。Now in 灭火, you do see the 火, and then you put something on top of the fire. So that's how you put out the fire. 灭火。And 灰烬, the remains of a fire, okay, is similar to the way how 灭 is created, okay? So you have fire and you put off the fire, but you still have something there, okay? So that's the remainings of the fire, 灰烬, 灭火. And the idioms for you is 发火. When somebody is sending fire, okay, that's when they lose their temper. Let's say 爸爸发火了，妈妈发火了，or crazy 老师发火了，lose temper. Okay, another one, 很火，比如说reset 很火or you know there's some video went viral, right? That's a Chinese word. You can say it. 就是很火 it's become really, really popular, really, really like on fire. Okay. How do we write 火? The original 火, you start with a 点, and there's your 火. Just notice for the 火, if you write it as part of another character, the last stroke is a tiny little dot. Okay, but if you write by itself, the last stroke is more like a la, so a little bit longer. And this one, well, easy, right? Just remember there are direction of the dots. So, all right. Let's move on to next, which is a little bit complicated. Okay, so it's Wang. Okay, if you see this character by itself, yeah, it's Wang. It's a king. Now how a king is drawn? And you may imagine, oh, there should be like a crown on top, right? No, that's not Chinese way of doing it. So what defines a king? What do you see here? A big person? Okay, so actually, it is, well, I forgot how to say that thing in English, but this is a really, really big knife. Well, not really a knife, but think about it. Somebody committed a crime in older times, okay? And the king said, you are going to die. So we're going to use this thing to cut your head off. So that's the thing. Here it is drawing, okay? Because only the king has the power to decide who is going to live or die. Okay, so that's why this symbol is used to show Wang, the king. But then it's like, the radical form, why am I showing you Wang and Yu, the jade? What's the difference between the two? So in the jade, the king has a little stone on his waist, for example. Okay, so that's Yu. Oftentimes, when we see Wang in a character, actually, it is Yu. So this happened also to another radical we learned, okay, earlier in the lessons, 月. Remember we said 月 is moon, right? But in a radical form, it's often related to flesh, to body, to organs, right? So that's just because in the river of the history, okay, the two characters merged, and now we just use this one radical to represent the two. Okay, you are still gonna call it 王字旁, okay? But in the examples that you're going to see, you're both the meaning of Wang and meaning of Yu. 比如说皇帝, the emperor, 皇帝. So this Huang, you know, it is the Wang, it is the king. But then from then on, we have 珍珠, 珍珠, pearls. So how is 珍珠 even related to jade? Meaning a beautiful or precious gem, precious stone, precious accessory. Then they're gonna have the Wang, but well, actually it's the Yu. Okay, so 珍珠 is one example. Ling, that's in my name. Yang Ling means beautiful jade. Another popular Ling is this Ling, and then that's the sound of the jade colliding. Okay, what idiom do we have for Wang? 王牌. 王牌, literally king cards. But here just means trump cards. And of course, you can use 王牌 in its literal meaning, but also means like key figures in a group, or it's your key strategy, right? So then in this case, you can say, 这是我们的王牌. Okay, the last one. 日. 日是 sun. Okay, similar to moon. It will, you know, related to light, to bright, and also time. Because you know what? Actually, the Chinese lunar calendar are a combination of the sun and the moon. So of course, they're both related to time. And that's how 日 was written many years ago. And this is how 日 looks like today, just like the 日 here. Okay, so you won't have any confusion on that one. And this is 日字旁. The examples will be 早上morning. 晚上 evening. They all have 日 just different forms on top, on the left, and 时间 we have the 日 on the left or in the middle. Okay? And idiom for 日 is 度日如年. You spend the days like years. That means, there are times 3 minutes feels like, forever. So when you have that kind of feeling, you can say 度日如年. 度日如年. Want to have the exercises, join my membership, then you can have all the exercise to your inbox. Please do challenge yourself and see what words you know that contains those 3 radicals. 我们下节课见。